got to feel in heaven when my lover's near. Lord, let this moment last for another year. Though today has ended, the night's still young, I'd say. Lover, don't go away. Let it be the thing that I am longing for. Let's fly out from Manhattan to the California shore, just to watch the ships at night on the San Francisco Bay. Oh, lover, please, please stay. Don't say you have to go. Don't say you need to run. I'll stop the clock on Central Station and we can have a drink downtown. Let it be the night that I am longing for. Let's fly down south to Austin or to Ecuador, just to drink pina colada on a hot, wet summer's day. Oh, lover, please, please stay.
Crazy Hanukkah. I'm the divine Danny D.
I am Elle Diabloe.
And welcome to the Festival of Lights.
So many lights.
So many lights, so many lights. You're full of lights on your dress.
My special Hanukkah dress.
It's your Hanukkah dress. Happy Hanukkah.
Thank you very much.
Chag Samag.
Chag Sameach.
That's what I said.
Chag Samag.
Chag Samag.
Chag Sameach.
Chag Sameach.
Chag
Sameach.
Sameach. Sameach means happy.
Ah.
Chag holiday.
Hog holiday, happy holiday. So it's just a general holiday.
It is. Are we sped up? Why does it look sped up?
No. Just so everybody knows, we're trying a little bit of a different setup. If it seems a little weird or if there's any problems, let us know. We'll see if we can fix it in here as we're going. But there are. Hey, welcome everybody who is joining us for the first time. If you don't know who we are, we are based in the... I don't know what I was going to say. I got all thrown off by something and just before I started. Now I'm
Rewind.
Hi. Yes. No. Just if you don't know who we are based in the beautiful La Belle, Quebec, Canada. You can't see it because it's nighttime out that window right now.
It is.
But it's a beautiful snowy winter out there.
It is lovely.
We took the dog out for a lovely little walk.
Yes, saw the horse.
Saw the horse. It was lovely. But in the land before...
You've introduced where we live, but you haven't introduced us.
Oh, okay. I thought I said we did that first. Didn't we do that? The first thing I said, I'm Divine Danny D.
I'm Elle Diabloe.
Have I never done this before?
Never.
I don't think I've done this before. This is all brand new. I put a new camera up and
It's all new.
I'm all screwed up now.
Hi.
Yeah, in the land before COVIDs.
Yes.
We were live
with the dinosaurs.
Yes, before there was an Omicron. I think it's a Transformer. I don't think that's a...
It does sound like a Transformer.
Do you know who Omicron is in the Transformers?
No.
That is the very last role that what's his name? The guy who created Citizen Kane.
Yes.
Please tell me you know who that is.
Yeah. They made a movie.
Yes, it's called Citizen Kane.
No, it's not. It's called Mank.
Well, that's about Mank, but Orson Welles. Thank you very much.
There you go.
They made a movie. It's called Mank, but that's not. Yes. No, Orson Welles. That was the last role that Orson Welles played before he died. Was Omnicron in the first Transformers movie.
Insanity.
That is. It's like Raul Julia. Last role he performed before he died was M. Bison in Street Fighter.
Yes.
Raul Julia, come on.
Come on.
Kiss the Spider Woman.
Yes, I know who Raul Julia is.
So good.
But you were Divine Danny D in the land before COVID.
I got sidetracked. In the land before COVID, we were live performers in the land of burlesque.
Yes.
We took all of our bits, put them on stage, took off bits of our bits.
I took off many bits.
You took off a lot of bits. I took some bits off.
You didn't start wearing many bits.
I didn't have many bits. I went in bit-free.
Bit-free.
Since 93.
I knew
Sorry, it's terrible. It's a terrible reference. Yeah, so we did that, and then the COVID hit. And we decided we still wanted to perform. We still wanted to do something. We moved to this online world.
Hello,
and
online.
it's taken us 2 years, and we still don't know what we're doing. Slowly.
Speak for yourself.
Okay, I am. No, I feel like every time.
And if you don't know what you're doing, then I for sure don't have a fucking clue.
No, but that's the thing. I feel like every time I'm just beginning to get the idea, something happens, and I'm back to square one. I feel like.
Do you feel like you're back at square one today because of a new camera?
I feel like a new camera, there's a few things, but the new camera is, it's changed how I've done everything. And so I thought I could do this, and then a little bit weird. So,
But yes, in the land before COVID, we were from the domain of burlesque. I was a burlesque dancer and choreographer and producer and host.
And I was also a host and a comedian and a writer and a producer, and now we're this.
Now we cook and we drink too much alcohol on the internet.
I think we drink enough alcohol on the internet.
We drink more than enough alcohol on the internet.
Well, that's too much. It's the same thing as what you said before.
Is more than enough too much? How much is too much?
Well, more than enough is obviously too much.
Well, not necessarily.
Well, yes, because enough is much.
But you can have like a little
more
bit
than enough is too much.
I don't know.
That's the pure definition, I think.
I don't think so. I think it depends what you're talking about. But anyway.
I was talking about the answer to my question. I don't know what we're talking about. Anyways.
So tonight, here on Stir Crazy, where we make cocktails and food.
It's the Festival of Lights.
Even
though I screwed up the opening credits, I just realized, and I had the little disc for next week.
Oh.
So that's what I saw at the corner of my eye just as I went. It was like, oh no! And so it was.
Gotcha.
So today is the Festival of Lights because it's the third night.
Third night of Hanukkah.
Third night of Hanukkah. We should light.
I should have lit the menorah, and that's why.
Is it too late?
It actually technically is too late.
Well, they don't know.
The sun's gone down.
It's very bright. Look at this. If you look at there's a giant sun right there.
I also have to just get the candles, so maybe eventually.
Did something happen if you light it too late? I mean, I thought the whole point was that it just kept lit anyways.
Well, that's the whole story, but
that's the whole story.
But folklore. But yes, tonight is the third night of Hanukkah. Hanukkah being the festival of lights. But
yes.
You also, if you screwed up the little thingy at the beginning, then they don't know that we spelt lights Lites. Because despite the fact that Danny D and I fried up over 100, I think, latkes.
So much latkes.
And 12 pieces of schnitzel, and we fried a lot of food.
A lot of food. We got a new deep fryer.
And we will use it on the show. I would like to actually do an episode where we compare the same recipe in the fat fryer and the air fryer.
We could do that. I also like to do a carny food.
You just want to make funnel cakes.
Make funnel cakes, yeah.
But anyway, so we fried a lot of food, and Hanukkah is traditionally all about latkes, which are fried, and like just tons of oil because of the story of Hanukkah, which is they only had oil enough to light the menorah for one night, but it burned for 8 nights. So we do a lot of oil-based donuts and stuff like that. But we've decided to go lights, as in not so oil-based. So tonight I am making, in honor of Hanukkah, a very traditional thing, which is donuts. But I am going to make baked blueberry sugar spiced donuts.
So a healthy version of a donut.
It's actually quite healthy. It uses all sorts of really good ingredients, and it's a little heavy on the sugar, but we can always talk about substituting that.
And,
we'll talk about it when we get there.
All right, cool.
So baked blueberry donuts.
Yes. So the other option, the other thing we were talking about doing this, since we're doing healthy alternatives or more healthy, at least alternatives to a fried
A regular show.
To a regular show. We also thought for the lights we'll go with non-alcoholic drinks because especially coming around the holiday season, inevitably somebody has somebody who doesn't drink or kids over. You might want to share something cocktailian.
Cocktailian?
Cocktailian.
Those
It's a
the
new
ones that
word.
come from
the cocktailians. And so we had a couple of drinks tonight. We're going to do
mocktails.
I hate the term mocktails.
Why?
Because I think they're still cocktails. A cocktail doesn't necessarily have to have booze in it. A cocktail is the presentation of a type of drink. I think a non-alcoholic cocktail is more of an appropriate term. Mocktail is just is a marketing. It rhymes. We'll call it a mocktail.
Mocktails, woo.
Yeah.
For all my DuckTales fans out there.
I know. Yeah. But the two that I have, one is we haven't done on the show at all, which is a delicious drink that I started playing around with. It's like a very simple drink, super delicious. But the other one is something we actually did on last year's Christmas Zoom show, which I thought it was so good, and I've actually been craving it.
Okay.
So I thought I'd do it for everybody. For everybody. Right here on a version of the Snack Cassette.
Cool.
Cool. Shall we check on what the peeps are doing?
You check on the peeps. I'll be right back. I'm popping in the corner. I'm popping right back in 1 second.
Peeps, before I check on you, I just have to do one small thing, which I totally forgot to do. I'm just going to quickly take you over here. Everybody, there we go. Hello. We're here. All right. Everybody is good. I just want to go over here now. Boop, 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 boop. So let's see who is here.
Your mom is here. Hi,
my mom is here on Twitch. Oh, so sorry. So sorry. Didn't know you were that close.
Oh, we don't have such a wide screen.
I know. It's a very big screen. Yes, my mom's on Twitch. That's fascinating. Are you liking Twitch better?
She's Mama Dirksen on Twitch.
Mama Dirksen on Twitch. Misty Portugal, of course, is here as well. That's fantastic. Audrey says, "What's up?" because she lives in 1998. And yes, I do still have the beard. Just trimmed it up a little bit today.
Misty says she looks forward to seeing my dress every year.
Oh, yes. The Hanukkah dress that shows up every year. Oh my goodness, it's a great picture. So is it a great picture here, or was there a problem with the picture on the other place, on the other camera, or is this just general? You're all saying it's good now?
Yeah. Let us know what's up.
Because we're trying some new stuff here.
I went a little heavy with the blue makeup in an attempt for Hanukkah, and like I'm looking at myself, and I look like an '80s like John Hughes movie a little bit. This camera is better than the front camera, or I don't know what's happening.
Yes, so she's saying
we'll figure it out after.
Figure it out. It's a little clear. It's we're doing some stuff here with the new camera, so it's
This is still the computer camera though. This one is better than before.
All right. Well, cool. All right. Well, sorry, because that's the main camera, so we're gonna have to go to that anyway.
Yeah, we can't really cook here. But,
I could do a couple of things while we're out there.
Oh, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. You're all so lovely. Fantastic. Excellent. Well, this is a good little group of people. I'm very excited we have people here. Before, one last thing which I always want to mention while actually, I'm going to mention it over here. Let's mention it over here. I always like to mention that while we're on, we're all over the web when we broadcast this. We're on our Facebook page, our Twitch page, our Twitch channel, our Facebook channel, our YouTube channel, and the Divine Danny D's personal Facebook page. If you're on, and also, on our Twitter page as well. If you're on Twitter or the Divine Danny D's page, we recommend head over to Twitch
or YouTube.
You'll get a much better experience. You'll be able to chat a lot easier with us. The Divine Danny D one, especially, the chat doesn't show up on our screen here.
And then we only see it after the show, and then I feel like a horrible person because I haven't answered you, and blah, 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 blah,
Yeah,
blah.
so we want to make sure.
Migrate, friends. Migrate over to Twitch or the YouTube.
All right. Well, I think
She's become a potato.
There we are. There it is.
You're the hottest potato I ever did see.
All right. We're gonna have a fun show today because not only that we have
some segments.
We have some segments
like an orange,
and I've got a game for you that I think you will truly love.
Okay.
And I will say this.
I got so excited I elevated there.
Yes, you did a releve.
I did a releve.
I was so funny. I built this game and I really liked this game. I finished the game. I looked at the game in the show. It looks perfect. It's going to be great. And then I realized if you come into the show without context, this may seem really racist. So I'm just going to preface that now. It's not racist.
So for anybody watching now, this warning doesn't really apply to you because you know. So maybe let your friends know if people get mad at us. Chocolate rain.
And I don't think they will, but
Hanukkah game.
Yes. No, it's not Chocolate Rain though,
No,
but it's a new Hanukkah game, which I'm very excited about because this is a game that I know actually all of my Jewish friends technically play anyway. What does that mean? You'll find out.
I think I know.
And some amazing music today as well. Plus a couple of treats.
Some treats. Do you want to make us the first
Shall we make
non-alcoholic
cocktail?
Ever on the show, I think?
We've never made a non-alcoholic cocktail on the show.
Sorry to our friends who don't drink. We don't have a lot of you.
I just want to quickly check and make sure this is working here. Oh yeah, we're perfect here. That's fantastic. All right. This is a really simple drink. This is 3 ingredients. One of them is water. Well, one of them is sparkling water. So I've actually gone to the
local well?
No, I've gone to our what's the machine called?
SodaStream.
SodaStream, and I've made this club soda. Not yet. Club soda or any kind of seltzer, or if you have Perrier or any. This is what you need.
We have double voice happening overhead again.
We have double voice happening
when we go to the overhead.
I know exactly why.
Thank you for letting us know.
We'll fix that when we get there. Sorry. Again, I've switched a bunch of cameras up, and every now and then when I switch a camera, this happens. I always forget. Anyways, so one of the main ingredients, water. If you have a fizzy water making machine,
make your fizzy water.
Make your fizzy water. The other thing you will need for this is lemons. If you don't have lemon,
life will give you some.
Yes.
Carotene.
The only complicated ingredient in this is orgeat. I bought some orgeat this is orgeat I have. I've made it for the show, a very simple bartender's orgeat. So if you go back to, I believe, to our tropical show, Tropic of COVID, we have the recipe for the orgeat on that. Or it's Steve the Bartender's simple orgeat recipe. Or if you want to make proper orgeat, you can do that where you've got a...
What? For those who might not know, what is an orgeat?
Thank you very much. As I say, if you want to make it yourself, orgeat, of course, is an almond syrup. So it's a sweet almond syrup. If you think of like a marzipan, it's got that sort of marzipan-y kind of taste. It's really delicious. Often found in tropical drinks. One of those key sweeteners. So these are the 3 ingredients we have in here. Now you can bring it up.
Okie dokie.
This one is called the Sparkling Almond.
Sparkling anything requires jazz hands.
There we are. The Sparkling Almond, simply because it has the soda water. Can you also grab me the ice, please?
Yes.
It has the lemon. And again, this is a bartender's, one of the first things that you always like, so you're trying to learn how to bartend properly. Can you grab it in there? Is learn how to make a lemonade. Lemonade is always going to be a sweet of some sort. Generally, you're going to use a simple syrup, some water or soda water, and some lemon juice. Play around with how you like your lemonade. This is all this is. We're making a lemonade, but the thing we're going to use for the sweetener is the orgeat, and it's going to give it a really, really unique flavor.
This is a unique scenario that's happened here. One cube tray has stuck to the other cube tray, so I was just gonna. The dog can have one. Nomi, you want a cube?
If I can get it out, she can have one. All right, let me just get these here. Let me just do the fun part of this. There was one that was just all on its own.
There was one all on its own.
We didn't have to do this
but I
too.
wasn't sure if you were going to need more ice. So
Oh, if I needed more ice.
There you go, Nomi.
Well,
Yay, Nomi. She'll come on the show in 1 minute when we're done with ice.
well,
All right, I'll put that somewhere. I'll put that in the
all right.
We'll refill those post-show. Post-Malone.
Get that.
Give me the last cube. Don't be
All
a
right.
boo. I was giving you the last cube.
All right, there you go.
Thank you.
There we are. Thank you very much. All right, so this drink is very, very simple. All we need to do in this, sorry, I'm going to bring that up one more time. Binga, binga, banga. As you can see, it's simply an ounce of lemon juice to an ounce and a half of our sweetener, our orgeat in this case. I'm going to top it up with sparkling water. Thank you. I don't know why I went there. Oh, that's why. So let's start off with our lemons. We're gonna, and this is what's nice about this drink is you can make it right in the glass if you want. Can you actually grab me one other thing? The fine mesh strainer.
Yes.
Please. If you're going to make it right in the glass, make sure you have your fine mesh strainer because you don't want the pulp into there. The other option is you could also put it into a shaker tin and shake it and strain it out that way. I'm just going to make it in the glass. Just make sure I get my strainer here. So we are going to do an ounce of lemon juice. Thank you very much.
Can I come be on the show? Come.
Come on, gnomes, be on the show.
Come up.
Nomi has a girlfriend just down the path from us, which is a horse. So Nomi was hanging out with her horse friend today.
It was very cute. They sniffed. They had sniffs.
They had sniffs. They
had
had
sniffs.
mutual sniffage. All right. So there we have that. Now just gonna squeeze. You want to make sure you're getting your proper amount of juice out of your lemons. Always, you can do one of two things always with your lemons. A, make sure you roll them beforehand. Mm-hmm. That'll loosen the juice.
The juice is loose.
Very different kind of juice in that case. There's a cut on my thumb I just noticed.
Oh, yes. It's always the best when you're squeezing citrus and you notice that you've hurt yourself. Hi,
the other thing that you can do
bye, people.
To make sure that you've got all the juice that you can out of it, and you really, really, like say you're running low on lemons, you want to make sure you've got enough.
You might be standing on a blue.
Microwave it slightly. Just put like 10 seconds. Put it in the microwave for 5-10 seconds. And you will. It will actually give you a juicier.
Hi, Lindsay.
Lemon.
Yes,
There
it's a
we
puppy. There you go, Nums. There's also one under Dad's foot.
Hi, Linz. Oh, my friend Linz is here. That's awesome. All right. So, an ounce of lemon juice. To that, we are going to add per drink an ounce and a half of our orgeat syrup.
Is there like a diabetes-friendly version of orgeat, or not so much?
Well, I mean, if you made it yourself,
Oh, you're in my dress?
you could, of course, this uses cane sugar, which is a little bit better for you.
Mm-hmm.
But if you made it yourself, of course, you could probably use a variety of different sweeteners, maple syrups. It's going to be a different taste, but you can do something like that. All right, with that done, we are going to just quickly mix and combine to get these. I'm stirring. You're not doing any stirring dances.
Sorry, I was doing dog stuff.
I know.
Dog stuff. Stirring dance. Yes, Nomi.
Doing dog stuff in our apartment, in our house, used to mean a very different thing.
We're dancing together.
All right.
You're missing it. It was so good.
I am, because I'm doing something entirely.
You told me to do the dance.
I know I did.
Come on, Nomi, do the dance.
All right. So now that that's in place, we're going to add ice, and we are going to top that up with a little bit of just soda water. Finally on that, where is my, there we are.
Watch your
Take
fingers.
this.
Watch your wound.
Watch my wound. Okay, go down here for a second. And I'm just going to grab this guy.
Hi.
We're going to grab.
Hi.
Oh, this is a terrible one.
It's okay. We have a new camera. Express those
A
oils.
little bit of lemon.
Those oil glands.
Yes, we're going to set that in there. And lastly, by no means leastly, we're going to just add a little bit of a straw. This straw's got a spoon in it. And that is a sparkling almond. Give that a shot.
I was going to give you a cheers first.
Thank you very much.
Happy Hanukkah.
Happy
Hugs a man.
Hugs a man to you too.
And hugs a man to you?
Yes.
Oh my God. I love when people who don't speak Hebrew mishear Hebrew. Like years ago, I was on a bar mitzvah with my best friend. And he thought it was, yeah, I say shalom, and that still makes me laugh. And then hugs a man. Hugs a man is another good one.
Hugs a man.
Hugs a man.
All right.
Nomi.
So this is
Say hi to the peoples.
our sparkling almond, very delicious drink. Fruity, the almond is this
You don't know how to
beautiful
use a straw.
dominating taste. I'm trying to set up the next segment here.
Oh, the dog, I told her she doesn't know how to use straws. That's all.
I knew what you were doing. But now, because this is the light show, that doesn't mean that we don't want to drink.
Okay.
So, if you had to make this, and you had some friends, this is exactly what you would make. It's
actually really good.
Really delicious, a fantastic lemonade. This is the almond gives a really unique flavor. But let's say, terrible terrorists came to your house and forced you to make an alcoholic version of this.
I know.
What I would do is use something like this. This is from our good friends over at Bootlegger Gin. This is their aged gin. It's very, very unique taste. So I'm just going to add an ounce of this to our drink.
Misty's asking if we're going to add vodka. I'm sure you could add vodka.
You could add vodka. The
good.
other thing that I would add to this instead would be bourbon. But I think this aged gin is going to give it a really unique flavor. Like I say, if you're going to make it with the gin, I would make a full cocktail and just stir it up. But since I don't want to do that right now, I'm just going to add it to my preset drink. And now, those terrorists that came to our house and forced us to make this drink.
Oh, you want to know?
Oh, yeah, that's gorgeous.
That is good. Oh, yeah.
Really good. So that is something, what I'm looking for in there is not a really, not a London dry gin, a really herbaceous, but a sort of rooty herbaceous gin. That'd be really good.
You can't just have infinite blueberries.
That is the sparkling almond. Hi, Nomer.
I know, Mert.
Boom. What do you think?
I think it's a delicious non-alcoholic beverage, and the bonus berry is the alcoholic version tastes as good.
Tastes as good.
You want one too? You cannot have one.
Can't have one. You cannot have one.
You cannot.
Shall we ask a question?
We can ask a question.
Let's check a question out. First question tonight. Boom.
Christians.
There we are. First question for this evening. What's a dish that you just can't make a healthy version of? Like we've done, we love the air fryer. We cook a lot of things in our air fryer to make sort of healthy fried alternatives.
Don't eat me, please.
But there are certain things that some people just go, I know I can make a healthy version of this. Or I don't know if I can.
Oh God, like everything I cook could be healthier. Like everything I cook. But
you say that about even things that most people would consider healthy in all fairness.
No, I like to use butter. No, man, there's a blueberry over there. Right beside your foot. Don't step on it. I know. I like to use a lot of butter and wine, which isn't necessarily a healthy thing to do. I'm gonna say fish and chips.
No.
Even though we have the air fryer and the air fryer makes hello.
Hello.
Here, let's be friends.
She can't be seen.
Oh,
right
she
now.
can't be
Anyway,
seen.
so it's okay.
The air fryer makes delicious everything,
Yeah.
but I don't find it crisps the fish batter. Like
No,
I don't
that's
think
not
it
the
makes.
same way. Hey, will you?
Excuse me. So yeah, I'm gonna say fried fish.
Fried fish. That's a really good one. I think probably the thing I would say would be pies of any sort.
But like meat pies or like dessert
No,
pies?
dessert pies. Like to me, a good dessert pie's gotta really have that butter, crispy crust with shortening used in it to get it super crispy.
Mm-hmm.
I've had various different sugar alternative pies, and they're never quite. Give me any, especially apple pie, pumpkin pie. Those are my two favorite pies.
But the crust has to have.
The crust has to be right.
Or
Yeah.
shortening. Yeah. It doesn't flake otherwise.
No, and I don't think I've ever had a healthy pie that I've enjoyed. Let's see what the people have to say, shall we?
Yeah,
Boom.
Nomi.
Oh, right. Nomi. Let's see what the people say. Oh, what do we got over here? Stir dance. Macaroni and cheese from Misty. With all that cheese, it's not the same. Not the same. Audrey's pancakes. A good fluffy pancake. I love a good pancake. You what? You said you agree with the pancake? Thank you very much. Oh, that dog likes the beard too much. I agree. Pancakes. I in fact I made the Japanese.
Oh, the super fluffy
pancakes,
ones?
and they were even better.
They're on our Insta, I think.
They're on our Insta. Check it
you're
out.
browsing, they're-
Instagram.com/StirCrazyShow. Check it out. Oh my golly. That's about it. That's what's going on. Excellent. Let's head back. Up. Wrong button. Let's head back. Over to here. Boom!
Shalaka boom.
That's excellent. Nomi,
Nomi.
you're very energetic today. I'm going to get this out of your way.
We haven't timed the long walk properly.
No.
We like to do it first thing in the morning so that we can both work in the afternoon when she sleeps, but then she happens on Wednesdays to wake up just as the show starts. So
Just as the show starts.
just, as we're getting stuff happening.
Boom, boom. Oh, we didn't say hi to.
Who did we not say hi to?
Where is Mr. Ling today?
I don't know. Where is Mr.
Let's
Ling?
find out. Hit the button.
Where's Mr. Ling's
fly.
button? Fly.
Boom, boom. Where's Mr. Ling? Oh, look, it's Mr. Ling. He's getting mortared and or pestled.
All right. I like the fact that he picked the larger option as opposed to this. We have two side by side.
Mortared.
One for.
Well, I don't think he'd fit in the small one.
Well, he could have tried.
I don't, but he's not that. That's not how Mr.
But
Ling
it's like
rolls.
a pool versus a hot tub.
It is. It's true. It's true.
Yeah. Yes, Nomi?
No, that Mr. Ling is over there. He's all ready for the show. Let's get back. What are we making today? What are you making? I'm very excited.
I
know what you're making.
I'm making.
Let me.
I'm gonna wash
Here, you
my.
take the-
I am gonna take the.
No,
and then
will
I'm
you stop
also,
licking the counter?
Like, is it the gin she's licking or the orgeat? I'm
I
not
think
sure.
I'm not sure. I think it may just be even the water. I'm not.
You have water in your bowl. Go have some. I'm making a delicious recipe that I actually found on the Half Baked Harvest website, which is an excellent website for recipes. I love them. They're baked blueberry donuts.
I'm calling them Monuts.
Well, I call them Monuts. It was the first time I ever made these. I had never worked with a donut pan before. So like the bottom half looked like a donut and the top kind of looked like a muffin because I overfilled them. So Monuts, and that's normally how I do them. But tonight I'm going to try to do like a little hybrid, like half regular, like actual donuts the way they're supposed to look. And then some Monuts. Some Monuts. I just have to wash my hands.
You do that.
And grab a bowl.
Question to all of you reading. Like I said, we got the new camera we're working with today. Is there any problems with the sound? Is everything synced up properly? I just want to know that. If everybody notices if it's out of sync a little bit, or if it is, I can maybe fix that. But it's hard for me to tell sometimes here. Seem to be linked up. synced up properly? Yeah, sounds good. Fantastic. Great.
Cool.
This is what I want to hear.
I just have to measure a little bit of butter because we have to melt 2 tablespoons of butter here.
Melting 2 tablespoons of butter.
We are.
Why are you measuring? If it's 2 tablespoons,
Well, because
what is
I've
that?
got a brick and I've got some grammage.
Oh, so
I'm
2
just gonna
tablespoons works
measure
out to how many grams?
I believe, if I am not mistaken, 2 tablespoons is 28 grams
28 grams of butter.
of butter. And we got 32 there.
But
and
there's
I
some
know
wrapper on
we
it.
got some wrapper. So, yeah, that's what's happening. Can you just pass me a little bowl so I can throw this
Yes,
in the
I'll pass you a bowl.
in the microwave? One little
Want me to
bowl.
cook it for you?
Could you also? I just
Let me bring the recipe up for you here while we're here.
I'm good.
No, you don't want the recipe?
Oh yeah, I do want the recipe.
All right, let's bring it up here while I walk away.
You walk away.
Here we are.
There's that. Hi friends. It's cooking time with Elle Diabloe. I also am just gonna need the metal bowl or a glass bowl or some kind of.
No, I got you. Big,
Bowl.
how big do you need? Do you want my mom's bowl?
No, I would like the bowl that's in your mom's bowl, please.
That's very forward of you.
So here's what we're gonna do. One day, actually, Dan, if you could come back, I'm just gonna take care of that. If you could just talk to the people for 1 second, I just want to check one
All right.
thing over here. Thank you.
I'm checking things out here.
Checking things just quickly.
Cool. So we got the bowl. We're making these are the Monuts. These are really delicious.
I also just forgot about an ingredient that I have in the fridge.
Okay, cool. You got to remember, we're not on louds tonight,
That's fine.
so we can't hear you as you mutter over there in the corner.
Perfect.
Huntman322, noogie her for 10 seconds. No, she's busy, but thank you for your interest. Please
And
leave your
contribution.
name and number at the sound of the beep, and we'll get back to you with further
we
things we'd
feel
like to
like
do,
it.
talk about. Beep. Anyways, there we go. So what you're making this
I've
the
better be grabbing some butter here.
Mm.
There we go.
Grabbing some butter?
I got some melted butter. I got a room temperature egg. If you could just spin around and pass me the measuring spoons.
All right. You want all of these ingredients over here?
Not just yet.
Oh, all right. Cool.
What we're gonna do first, my friends, is we're gonna take 2 tablespoons of melted butter. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. Why do so many people on Twitch want you to give me noogies? I don't really understand it. In this little container over here, I've got 1/3 cup of room temperature milk.
Maybe it's just the shape of your head.
Is it the shape of my head? Is that why I deserve a noogie? I don't understand.
I never watched. Remember the episode where I was talking in the microphone?
Mm-hmm.
I never noticed it. All I could see was the back of my head that took up the whole,
Oh, just-
the whole screen. You never
Well, it's
noticed.
exciting for people.
Yeah, I would
The back of your head. All right, that's 1/4 cup of Greek yogurt. Could you bring this recipe back up, please?
Yes, I can, of course.
I've got my
Boom.
1 room temperature egg going in here.
Yes.
How
2
many
teaspoons.
Teaspoons.
2 teaspoons.
2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. Guys, I know times are lean for a lot of people. If you can buy actual vanilla as opposed to artificial vanilla, I know it's more expensive. It's worth it.
It is.
It's worth it.
I love it.
It's 2 of those. And if you have friends traveling in Mexico, just ask them to bring it back for you. They sell it.
Or Madagascar.
They sell it at duty free.
Well, they sell the vanilla at like literally everywhere.
But like sometimes it's expensive, and some people want it from whence it comes. Sugar. Can you entertain the people while I just put this over?
Why do you leave it to me and I can put it back?
Well, because I don't like to make you my.
But you're the one who's
my
cooking
cabin
right
boy.
now. I know, but you please do it. I'm glad to do it, and you're the one who's cooking right now.
I am cooking right now, friends. So we're whisking together.
We don't. That's always your.
I am cooking
I
now.
will state facts that
Now I
everybody
am cooking.
that you had literally just stated. Are you done with that
It's
stuff?
part of my charm.
Can I clean this up?
You may indeed. Thank you very
what are
much.
you doing?
What is she doing?
She's licking the stove again.
Oh,
Dogs don't lick stoves.
You would think that she's underfed. Trust when I say I have never met a more food-driven animal in my entire life. All right. If you could pass me kindly, my darling.
Yes, honey.
Over there is one more.
I like when you say it like that. It sounds like you're really mad at me, but you're not.
Oh, not at all. Could you pass me what's in the prep deck container over there?
One
Yes.
here? This
Yep.
one?
Pulling this up one more time, friends, just because I want you to see what I'm putting in here. I have 1 1/4 cups of flour. I have some baking soda, some baking powder, and some salt in here. I've got my flour scenario
Flower Scenario, my favorite 70s Disney movie.
in here.
Kurt Russell.
Wah, 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 wah. Excuse me, could you not close my hands in the drawer? Mean bean. I have a cupcake spatula. We're going to use it. I'm just going to mix this all together.
No, wait.
Oh,
What happened?
that happened.
Oh, no. Nomi will lick it up.
Yeah, I know, but it's flour, and like I need a tiny bit more because I just lost about a
little bit of
tablespoon.
flour?
I lost about a
I'll get you
tablespoon
the
of flour.
Don't worry. We got lots
Thank
of
you.
flour.
Oh, I do know that. I like to wear it. Every time I bake, I end up so dirty, and I was going to get my Stir Crazy apron. Then I was going to get my fun Hanukkah apron. And guess what? I didn't do either one of those two
You want
things.
the Stir Crazy apron? I can get
That's all right. I narrowly avoided being covered in flour, so I think we're good.
All right, we're good.
All right. And if you could, after that, if you could just give these a rinse, that would
Yeah,
be
good right now.
phenomenal.
Glad to do it.
Thank you. All right, friends. I'm going to go overhead for 1 second. I'm not going to talk, though,
Oh, here,
because
let me fix that, actually.
because
Here.
I don't want to ladder up in my business
here we
right
go.
now while we're...
No, don't have to.
Oh, cool.
There we go.
See what's happening?
Oh, here, let's bring that back. This is
Oh, sorry. Well, you see what's happened? I made a mess.
now they can't see it, so it doesn't matter.
Fabulous. There we go. That's pretty good. I'm happy with that. It's nice and combined. I'm just going to stir it a few more times. Le voila. Into this. Can you, please, my darling,
Yes.
pass me the measuring spoons I just gave you?
Yes.
And the little thing of jam that I have over there.
Little jam thing.
Little jams.
Little jams. This little bucket of jam.
A bucket of jam. Okay, we have a 1/4 cup of blueberry jam here. The recipe calls for 1/4 or 1/3. Up to you. We're going to dollop that on the dough a little bit. So I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to give that a bit of a stir. Kind of pull that through. Then I'm going to
You don't want to mix it together.
No,
so
I just
you wanna
kind of want it.
marbleize
I want it streaky and marbleized, exactly. So we're going to dump.
That's what I tell my hairdresser every time.
You want it streaky and marbleized?
Mm-hmm.
So we got that in there. I'm going to pull back through again. I mean, we're trying to avoid a fully purple dough, but it's borderline unavoidable. But look at that. That's pretty
perfect.
good.
That's gorgeous.
That's pretty good. And now, sorry.
Good.
Into this, we're actually going to put
We're
two.
going more in there. Some more in there.
One more little addition to this. We have 1 tablespoon of fresh or frozen, if you want, blueberries. If you happen to be in our area up north,
There's always blueberries.
oh my God, blueberries are on sale right now at IGA, at least up north. 5 packages for $10. Buy blueberries, freeze blueberries. Get them. They're so cheap right now.
Oops.
I
Chaos.
believe raspberries were also that cheap this week, but I love blueberries. And the dog loves blueberries, so now I'm like hyper attuned to the price of blueberries.
Yeah.
All right, friends, c'est assez simple. That's it. That's the batter. I think we're coming back for me to do the setup.
Yeah, so
eventually.
it is. If you were waiting, would you put it?
I would do this right now, but because we have a show and I'm eating batter,
But what I was going to ask is, should that go in the fridge or should that sit out?
I'm going to put it in the fridge.
All right.
That's really good.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not going to go in there for long, probably like 20 minutes.
20 minutes.
I might just put it in for 10 minutes and take it out before I actually have to pipe it.
All right. You do what you need.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna have a little bit of that. Ooh, it's
Tasty.
the yogurt and the blueberry together. It's delicious.
All right, I'm just going to remove this. I know we're going to have to recenter it, but it needs to be.
Oh yeah. We got to clean that off.
It cannot be this, but I will.
Here, I'll.
Oh, thank you. Well, look at us passing off. Danny D doesn't like it when. Oh, hi, Andrea. Listen, work pays the bills.
What's that like?
You don't like it when we're both have our backs.
Yeah,
both have our backs to the camera.
Our show that.
I think my butt looks pretty darn good.
I don't think you're.
so,
It's not a comment about your butt not looking good. It's a comment about the fact that when, basically it'd be like if you're hosting a show for a burlesque show, and then every now and then you just walked off stage.
I do that sometimes.
But it doesn't work. Here, let me
But
get in
it
there.
doesn't work.
That's what I said.
Oh, hi, doggy.
There we go.
You know what? This is one of the recipes that I've actually made on the show that you can actually eat.
Yeah.
There's nothing in here you have to be careful.
Other than the cocaine you're going to put in
No,
there.
but you have to be careful with dogs and the sugar content. But it's Greek yogurt, which is great for dogs, and blueberries.
So this is a pet-friendly recipe.
It is. There's no onions. There's no garlic. There's no chocolate.
Well, that's kind of cool.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't say make a meal of it for your dog, but you know that this has got nothing in it that the dog shouldn't eat. If you wanted it to be slightly healthier for the dog, you could use honey instead of sugar.
Yeah.
Look at me.
Nomi, what do you think?
Clearly,
You just want to eat all that.
Oh, come on. Oh,
Riev is here. Whoa, sorry about work. We don't like when you're not here either. Oh, everybody's so lovely tonight. Wow, this is a little treat for Het.
For her, I think.
Oh, for her.
For her.
The mother was being heteronormative.
She clearly really likes the batter.
Yeah, she likes the batter a lot. Right, Nom?
I'm going to give you a treat as soon as they're out of the oven, I promise. I know, you have to get down.
Oh, it's, as I said, it's the third night of Hanukkah.
It is. I'm just going to wash my hands.
You wash your hands. Which, for those of you who aren't aware, my wife is Jewish. I'm not.
Wash your hands, you're eating wings.
No, it's not. No, he just reacted like he didn't know. What?
Yes. I'm Jewish?
What?
Yes, technically, Nomi, it goes by the
that
mother.
Yeah. So. That does make you the Jewish.
Tiffany Haddish had the same reaction.
Yeah. Last year around this time, when nobody could do Hanukkah, nobody could do Christmas, we wanted to make sure that somehow these things were recognized. They were still celebrated.
Also, we used to do promos for the show.
Yes, and my beautiful wife wrote this incredible poem about Hanukkah, and so we thought, well,
why not?
Let's
How
make
apt.
this a thing. So, without further dudes
No more dudes.
or dudettes,
Let's do it crazy.
Where's the button?
Presents the story of
a Hanukkah.
a Hanukkah.
A Hanukkah.
One Hanukkah.
Enjoy.
'Twas the month of December. On some random night, Danny D looked at Elle. "Are you feeling all right?" Elle was trying so hard not to make him feel bad. But he wasn't wrong. Elle was feeling quite sad. "I'm bummed about Hanukkah," she said with a pout. Danny D understood what this was about. "I thought it was soon, but I wasn't quite sure. Jewish holiday dates seem to change every year. So what's the issue? What's bugging you, honey? Is it something specific, or is it just 2020? I know I should see it through some other lens, but Hanukkah's not the same without family and friends." Danny D didn't like when Diabloe felt crappy. He needed a plan, and it had to be snappy. Whatever he did, it would have to be rad. He'd make the best Hanukkah that she'd ever had. He'd get off the couch, into action he'd spring. He would do it real soon. There was just one small thing. He knew there were candles and presents and sweets. But other than that, he was light on some deets. He wanted to know all the who, what, and why. But should he ask Diabloe or just JFGI? And just then, a memory, as if heaven sent. Danny D had a mission. To the kitchen he went. It was really exciting. This might just save the day. He remembered on Hanukkah there's games you can play. And back in he came with his gift just for Elle. I'm sorry, my love. What is this, pray tell? I thought that we might want to spin this here ladle. Oh, Danny, you're sweet. But that should be a dreidel. Well, what do I know about Hanukkah toys? At least I tried, not like most other goys. And he wouldn't give up. He would have to be shrewd. He knew that the Jews loved their holiday food. And out of the blue, a divine inspiration, a most perfect dish for this celebration. He called out to Elle, "Come into the kitchen. I made you some food. This holiday's bitchin'." Because I know things and I'm eager to please, I prepared the traditional mac and cheese. Mac and cheese? Elle asked, clearly confused. She thought for a second, then smiled, quite amused. Then she started to laugh. Nay, she started to wheeze. Oh, babe, were you thinking of the Maccabees? I don't mean to laugh. Truly, I'm sorry. Do you think I should tell you the Hanukkah story? But I wanted to make the best Hanukkah ever. We can do it, my love. We'll just do it together. So Elle got right to it, explaining away why Hanukkah lasts not 1, but 8 days. She told him about why Jews light the menorah, a story that dates way back to the Torah. She told Danny tales of a temple rebuilt and explained the difference between gelt and guilt. And in spite of their current quarantine condition, Danny and Diabloe had a brand new tradition. Henceforth, the story of the Maccabees would never be told without mac and cheese. She knew even then, though this year was unique, they could make it great with a couple of tweaks. And with friends and with family, there'd be no regrets. They'd gather together on the internets to share a few bevies and have a few bites, and to celebrate safely the Festival of Lights.
Y'all ready for this?
Yeah! Happy Hanukkah.
Thank you. I like that little story.
Yeah,
I love it so much, Misty. Thank you. I'm quite proud of that little.
Yeah, it was a very good story.
I like write. If I had another profession, I think I'd write rhyming books for kids.
Yeah?
But
Well,
or maybe rhyming books
you
for
could
adults.
write a kid's book. I think you'd write a good kid's book.
I love writing.
Well, it depends on the kids, I guess, you're writing for.
Yeah. Oh, you're about to step on an ice cube. Careful.
Oh, I know. Nomi, what do you want to do when you grow up? What would you like to be?
Nomi, what do you want to do?
You want to just lick things. Be like a professional licker?
No, I want to jump and run and butt people with my head. Would you like to come up? Do you want to come up? No? Okay,
No,
cool.
yeah, she's fine. Yes, no, I love that. Was that such a fun
Oh,
sketch?
it made you cry?
What? Oh.
Mama Dirksen.
Oh, there we
Oh,
go.
look, hold on.
Here we go.
Family portrait time.
No,
Do you know Target, not Target, what's the, Old Navy was selling a Hanukkah dog sweater, but I got to it too late and there was none left in her size. I was sad.
Well, but the problem is Nomi's quite clearly agnostic. And she also is part of the fundamentalist Christian right. We know that.
Is she? Oh, it's because she's QAnon, right?
She's QAnon.
She's cute.
Our dog is cute.
Our dog is cute.
Nomi, stop. What is this?
I just want to be where you guys are all the time. Right up your butt. All in your business. On your butt.
The amount of time she spends on her hind legs though lately is quite hilarious. Yeah. She does this thing where she'll, especially if she sees something, you're out for a walk with her, she'll stop and she'll see something, and if you start to go, let's go, she'll just get up on her hind legs and just watch.
She's a funny dog.
Weird dog.
We're kind of obsessed with her.
I'm sorry, we're talking. Speaking of things we're obsessed with, shall we play a game?
Oh.
This is a game that I think you're going to like very, very much.
Given that I gave you my cocktail, I'm going to top up my wine because God knows I need my liquid courage.
We like to play games on the show. If you haven't been here before, we always have one segment we're going to play a game. And especially for Twitch, this might be a bit confusing because we play games that are just games that I build. You're going to switch over here. We're going to take over that play. That I build in Photoshop for us. Very simple games. We've played a variety of different games. Last week we played a good lyrics game.
We did play a good lyrics game.
We've played, of course, the famous Chocolate Rain rhyming game.
Rhyming game.
We have done Where in the World type of games. We have done What Is This kind of game. But we played an interactive Find That Fucking Shit game. Oh, we did Find That Fucking Shit. We did when we do our interactive games. But this time, this is a game that I have a lot of friends who are Jewish. I'm not saying that a little bit. I'm saying that to be like, I got a lot of Jewish friends, so it's okay.
Whatever horrible shit he put in this game, apparently it's okay.
It's not horrible shit. So all of them play, and again, if you mention any famous person to somebody who is Jewish, in the conversation, they will insert, if that person happens to be Jewish, oh, they're Jewish, But
I find Canadians do the same thing if they're traveling abroad. It's the same thing. If you're Canadian, you don't understand the Jewishness of this. It's like when you're like, oh, well, did you know Alan Thicke was Canadian? Or did you know so-and-so was Canadian?
Everybody knows Alan Thicke is Canadian.
Jews do the same thing. Pamela Anderson, did you know she was Canadian?
Yeah. Do you know Paul Schaefer? Paul Schaefer's a big one.
Canadian.
And
Jewish.
And Canooish.
He's canoeish.
We call that portage in Quebec.
Yes, I'm not a Salle de Juive, I'm a portage.
So,
it's only funny if you understand Quebec anti-Semitism.
I'm very excited that I have called this game, Jew Guessed It!
And it's true, because if I get it, the Jew did guess it.
Exactly.
See?
It's Jew
it's
Guessed
still okay.
It.
So if you're just tuning in, still okay.
There is a website that these two gentlemen built called JewOrNotJew.com.
Okay.
And if you go through the website, it's actually it's hysterical because it is whether or not these people are Jewish, and they have ranked them. So
by
how Jewish they are. And I believe it's by essentially how Jewish they look, how Jewish their heritage is, and how much Jewish pride they present.
It's so funny because I don't think I look very Jewish, and everywhere I've ever gone in the world, the other side of my heritage is always the assumption, which is Irish, unless I meet other Jews, and they say right away, oh no, you're totally Jewish. So this should be funny.
So this one, so again, what I think is funny about this is that you can have, according to this website, quite a high score. Technically not be Jewish, but they'll go, you're Jewy. So they have three categories, technically. You have not Jewish, or in the current there, Jew, not Jew, and
Jewish?
Barely Jew.
Can we call that
Jewish? Yeah, well, that was too, I don't know why they didn't go with that.
Because they're not as smart as us.
So there we are. So all of these, according to that all of these rankings are based according to this. Now, I will go in this. I didn't take anybody who was barely.
Okay.
So all of these people are...
The irony is I probably know those ones because we grasp at straws.
There are a few surprised the hell out of me because I'm usually pretty good at this too. But there are a few that really surprised me. So here we go. So we're going to play...
See how bad I am at this game.
You guessed it. So our first contestant is the famous Mr. Paul Rudd. This year's People's Sexiest Man Alive. Is Paul Rudd a Jew or not a Jew?
Paul Rudd has Jewish heritage, but he's not. I think Paul Rudd's father is Jewish, not mother is Jewish. He's partially Jewish.
So you're saying... I'm
saying Jewish.
But I'm saying that's not an option in this game. You have Jew or not a Jew.
Not a Jew.
Not a Jew. You're totally wrong. First start. He is a Jew. His mother is Jewish.
Oh, I thought his father was Jewish.
No, it's the other way around. Paul Rudd.
I'm happy to claim Paul Rudd.
Now, again,
as one
this
of us.
is the part where I feel like if anybody who hasn't joined in the game and
you
just,
see this,
just showing up and just looks and you see Paul Rudd with a giant Jew,
that's not this kind of show.
That's not what this is about. This is
we're playing a game.
Playing a game.
Guess who the
this
Jews
is supposed
are.
to be.
It's fine.
Where's our dog QAnon?
Look at his perfect teeth. He's Jewish for sure. Audrey, be careful because there's times that like the stereotypes come out, and that's how I know you're not a Jew.
There we go. Okay, so you're 0 for 1.
All right.
Next one, Sarah Jessica Parker.
Jewish.
So you're saying Jew?
Yeah. But
All right. Let's see let other people vote.
it's the schnoz, but
Let
maybe
you-
she just has a schnoz because she's got a bad schnoz. No.
Misty says no.
Okay, I'll tell you what story me. Her name's Sarah Jessica, and the fact that she's got that schnoz always makes me think.
I would
that
always
she's
say, well, her name is Parker.
But Parker is not a Jewish.
That's
name.
what I mean.
I know.
So you're going to say
I'm going to say yes.
you're staying with it?
Yep.
All right. And of course, Sarah Jessica Parker, Jew. Oh, sorry. No. But there we are. Jew. Yes. Sarah Jessica Parker is Jewish.
And Matthew
Broderick is as
also
well.
too. Yeah.
All right. The famous, the incredible, the Afro beyond compare, Mr. Bob Ross. Do you think Mr. Bob Ross is Jewish or not Jewish?
I want to say that's a Jew-fro if I've ever seen one. But I don't remember anybody ever claiming Bob Ross is Jewish, so I'm going to say not Jewish.
Not Jewish.
I'm
Misty
gonna
says yes.
Misty says yes. I say no, but
You
I
vote
do.
for Audrey?
But I do vote for the Jew-fro. Like he's sporting.
That is an incredible because of the ready tinge, especially.
But I'm going to say no because I've never, in playing Jewish geography with my friends, ever heard Bob Ross was Jewish.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Anybody else voting? No.
Not a Jew.
Not a Jew. Bob Ross is not. No. I will say this: I went on to go. I'd decide who I wanted to find, and I go look for pictures of them. Bob Ross, very hard to find pictures of, other than people who painted pictures of Bob Ross.
Well, you could have used one of those, or Bob Ross painting.
Bob Ross painting. Sure. Next person on the list: J. Robert Oppenheimer, the father of the atomic bomb. The lead, the
Jewish.
Gila Flats experiment.
Jewish.
You're saying he's Jewish. Anybody else? The fro was a perm. No, he's dead now, so quite clearly it was temporary.
Yeah. That was really funny. Oppenheimer Jewish.
Oppenheimer, my mom says no.
Who knows better, the Germans or the Jews?
I can't see Steve. But look at those cheekbones. Look at this. Excuse me. For a scientist, those are a hell of a cheekbone.
No, he looks very like.
Yes. Robert Oppenheimer is, of course, Jewish. Yes.
We don't just know the Hollywood Jews, you know.
No.
Some of us get excited about the smart Jews.
He quite famously said, I have become death.
Actually, he said, I have become dead.
Not death. Death. Ow, I hurt myself in the ring. Mr. Iggy Pop. Is Iggy Pop Jewish?
I would love for Iggy Pop to be Jewish, but I don't think he is.
No?
No.
Iggy Pop, quite famously, I will say one of the if not the first possible punk rocker. The punk came out of Iggy and the Stooges.
Listen, if Iggy's Jewish, I'm excited, but I don't. There's something that in me, like when I look at his holding his little man boob there, like I'm kind of like, but no, I've never heard Iggy Pop is Jewish.
No, Misty says no. No, Iggy Pop is not Jewish. Not at all.
No.
How about Pink?
No.
Pink. Is Pink Jewish or not Jewish?
Pink is not Jewish.
Pink is not Jewish, you say. And you're talking about the person, not the color. Because the color is...
The color is agnostic. But, but Pink herself Not Jewish.
Not Jewish?
No.
My mom says no. Misty, well, let's see if Misty says.
Misty's not saying anything. She says, I'm supposed to choose, or you're supposed to choose, because she doesn't think she's good at this game.
Then the answer is Pink is Jewish.
Really?
Yeah. Pink is apparently quite...
Moore is not necessarily a Jewish last name, but...
No. Well, more Pink is. Dr. Seuss, Mr. Theodore Seuss Geisel.
No.
No?
No.
You say Dr. Seuss is not
I
Jewish.
say Dr. Seuss is
I think
not
he looks
Jewish.
like Sam Waterston.
He does look like Sam. And every time I hear the name Sam Waterston, I remember the episode
Is it
of...
Waterston or Waterston?
Waterston. I remember the episode of Friends where Joey's supposed to be on Law and Order and he gets cut and his grandma doesn't speak any English and all she does is point, Sam Waterston! Sam Waterston!
All right. So, Dr. Seuss, you say not Jewish.
I don't think he's Jewish.
You are correct. Sam Waterston is... Sam Waterston.
Sam Waterston.
Sam Waterston
is Jewish.
But Dr. Seuss is not. If he was, he would make a lot of good rhymes about it.
But also, if he was, he might not have been so nasty to other minorities.
That's fair. All right. How about, though, Miss Manners? Her name is Judith Martin. The original Miss Manners. She, of course, taught people manners, how to properly have a dinner party and what side...
I'm going to say yes.
You're going to say yes?
And I'll tell you why, because I think Emily Post was the Goisha version of Miss Manners.
Yes, you're right. She is Jewish. In fact, it was funny, when you go through this list, they have a list of Miss Manners, all this advice, Dear Abby.
Dear Abby's also Jewish.
All of these sort of advice columnist people all happen to be Jewish
She's
women.
a total Jew. New York Slice, I hope you're a member of the tribe also. This is what we were worried about, that people would pop in halfway through the game and maybe we would get like the wrong people. So I'm hoping like that you're a lovely slice of Hebrew pizza.
I don't know about... Never had a good Jewish pizza, but... Okay, here about Zachary Levi. Shazam!
I'm going to say your name is not Zachary Levy, or you say Levi.
His name is Zachary Levi.
I say that's not your name unless you're a Hebrew.
I will tell you this. It is his name.
No, but that's not your
So
name.
you
Unless
say-
I say Hebrew all the way. Unless his parents really like jeans.
It's true. It's true. Everybody.
You got a tribe and a biblical name. Biblical name
This is
and
true.
tribe.
And he often plays Jewish characters.
Is that what's supposed to throw
in
me?
Mrs. Maisel, he was in Mrs. Maisel. He was at the Catskills place. But no, he is not Jewish.
Not a Jew.
In fact, his Levi is his middle name. His
Still
last
a
name
very-
is Palmer or something like
Yeah,
that.
but still a very Jewish.
It is a very
Zachary Levi is
but
a
it's
very
it's a
Jewish
very
name.
biblical name. So
Yes.
it doesn't necessarily have to be Jewish to be. So it's Levi like the rye bread, yes. But no, which I thought this was the best one because it was so. This one said everything
Misleading.
that he should be Jewish.
He looks like a Heb. He sounds like a Heb. This Hebrew was wrong. Not a Heb. Next year we're playing Heb, not a Heb.
No. When you're this, no.
Yes, but I'm this.
Yeah, that's not enough. All right. How about Daniel Radcliffe? Harry Potter. Is Harry Potter Jewish? What do you think about that? There's a good question.
Oh, British Jews are so confusing. Because the Brits are so anti-Semitic, but there's so
Thanks
many,
for the follow, New York
but there's
Slice. That's
so
pretty good,
many
huh?
British Jews.
There are a lot of them.
Yes.
You're going to say Daniel Radcliffe.
In my soul, I don't think it's true, but I'm going to say yes.
My mom says yes. Misty says yes.
I'm going to say yes.
New York Slice, what do you think?
You point up the answer. I put more wine because Festival of Lights.
Ba-bum-ba-bum. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Daniel Radcliffe is
a
Jewish.
Jew.
Is Jewish.
So magical.
Yes. Well, literally.
Harry Potter's a Hebrew.
Yes.
I love it.
Hebrewificus.
Hebrewificus. Alakazam.
That's just childish.
Mazel tov.
He is awesome.
He is awesome, and
I
I
don't-
like the path that Daniel Radcliffe has taken since Harry Potter. I think he's done some. He could have really not done fuck all because he was Harry Potter, but the choices he's made as an actor since then, I find very, very interesting.
Fair. It's a fair statement. Boom. Scarlett Johansson. Now, this is like first thing. Johansson?
Jew.
You're saying Johansson is a Jew Hansen.
No, Johansson is not a Jewish name, but I'm saying Skojo is
Skojo is Jewish?
Skojo?
Scarjo.
That makes her sound really un-Jewish because we just go to the plastic surgeon we have scars. Yes. I'm going yes.
You're going to go yes?
I'm going yeah.
Everybody, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes, she is. Scarlett Johansson is Jewish. That one surprised me too. I wasn't sure either.
Even though it wasn't in the Hanukkah song, we still know about these things.
How about, here's a hard one, Rashida Jones. Is Rashida Jones Jewish?
Is Peggy Lipton Jewish?
Well, I didn't ask you that. I asked you.
You didn't have to ask me, but
But does Rashida Jones, Peggy Lipton have to be Jewish for Rashida Jones to be Jewish?
Well, no, she could have converted to Judaism, which I'm going to assume that she has, but she is the daughter of Quincy Jones and Peggy Lipton.
Yes, this is true.
And Peggy Lipton is a famously beautiful, blonde, blue-eyed stunner.
She is. She was on the original Mod Squad.
Yes. And on Twin Peaks.
Yes, she was on Twin Peaks.
I'm going to say Rashida Jones is Jewish.
I'm going to say Rashida Jones is Jewish.
Yep.
We got a yes from Misty. Anybody else who wants to vote? Rashida Jones, is she Jewish? The answer is yes, she is.
And black.
She is Jewish. She actually converted. She converted to Judaism. Judaism. All right. Jenna Jameson, famous, probably the biggest porn stars of the 90s.
Oh, apparently she's converted to Hinduism from Judaism.
Oh, well, according to that list, and again, all of my stats were according to JewOrNotJew.com, a very trusted, respected scientific source. How about Jenna Jameson? Is Jenna Jameson Jewish?
I'm going to say her stage name isn't Jewish.
No, and I don't know if she's done a lot of stage work.
No.
You're going to say Jenna Jameson not Jewish?
I'm going to say Jenna Jameson not Jewish.
Jenna Jameson not Jewish. So, and I think you're totally fair.
Most Jews don't gobble cock like that.
Well, not until they're married. The answer is yes. She is actually Jewish. The business mind,
yes,
and she's
so
great at it.
it wasn't the cock gobbling that got you. It was the business acumen. I like it.
That made you the asshole.
It did, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that.
All right. Geraldo Rivera. Is Geraldo Rivera Jewish or not Jewish?
My insides say he is, and it's embarrassing. But on the other hand, I want to say no because I just don't want him to be. Not that it matters.
What I love of all the pics I could find of Geraldo Rivera. This is from
Dancing with the Stars.
When he did Dancing with the Stars.
Oh, fuck.
Terrible.
Unfortunately, I'm going to say yes. I think he probably...
You think?
No.
I'm going to say Geraldo Rivera is not Jewish.
Not Jewish. I'm going to...
Misty says no. My mother says yes. The answer is... Yes, he is. Geraldo Rivera is Jewish. So there, again, this is one of the things I always find when you talk to your Jewish friends. They'll always... But they'll never bring it up if it's an asshole.
No, we don't want to... Because there's some people you want to claim as your own, and then other people you're happy to distance yourself and be like, oh, you're the guy...
O.J. Simpson!
Yeah, well, like, you're the guy who makes the stereotype.
All right.
Or, like, there's enough hatred towards...
Final one. It's a twofer.
Yep.
Hall and Oates.
Yep.
You have to give for each.
Both.
They're both Jewish.
Both Jewish.
Hall and Oates are Jewish. What's a great... Manhunter? Maneater.
I know they're Taylor.
You know,
it's not even a joke. I actually know the person who makes their suits for.
Everybody is saying both Hall
saying both.
and Oates
Yep.
are Jewish.
And Stephen Burke is their custom tailor whenever they go on concert.
I'm gonna give you a hint here. I'm gonna go on a limb here and tell everybody
You're
it's
wrong.
not both of them.
Oates.
Oates is Jewish. You say John Oates, not Daryl Hall. Okay. I'm gonna let everybody adjust. Everybody said
Oats are kosher.
Oats are kosher. They're Oatser. The answer is Daryl Hall is Jewish, but John Oates is not.
You know what, Misty? You
Misty got it
You
right.
got that one.
It took all 15, but Misty got
It's all right.
it right.
It's all right. You woke up the dog.
And that has been You Guessed It.
You did. It was a funny game.
That was, I think it was, I think it's the frizzy-haired guy with the big stash. It's the blonde guy.
It's the Aryan-looking guy.
And John Oates is,
who fucking knew?
John Oates is Italian.
But Geraldo Rivera is not.
Geraldo Rivera is Jewish. There's a weird one. Misty cheated.
Misty's at home drinking and cheating.
That's fine. You know what? We never said you couldn't cheat on this show. All right. Shall we make some more food?
I need a couple of things.
What do you need?
That pan, please.
This pan here. This pan here.
I need some pan.
Pan.
Many things that sound
Pan,
like
pan.
pan. Pan, pan. I also would require, she am red wine.
Yes,
I
yes.
am white wine. Nice to meet.
Goes to your brain.
Hold on.
Yep.
I like to spray my pan over the sink because if not, I fall down in the kitchen because the floor gets really slippery and then you'll slip on the floor. Okay, so we have greased our little mini donut pan. Can I also have either a pastry bag that's in there or just a regular Ziploc? Guys, if you don't stock pastry bags at home or piping bags, ne stress pas. Do not stress. Not a big deal. You can use a regular Ziploc or like a regular without Ziploc. What are those called? Just freezer bags. Yeah. And can I get a spoon and some scissors, please?
I know what you need, my love.
I love the fact that New York Slice just told me that Geraldo was raised in Puerto Rico but had a bar mitzvah.
Yeah.
Did you have a bar mitzvah? I need to know. I need to know about these
We need
things.
to know more about
I need to know about you. I want to know all about it.
We love everybody who
new
watches our
people,
show.
And it's Hanukkah, and your name is New York Slice, and I am so overdue.
Are you in New York Slice?
I am overdue.
I'm going to assume so. Here, let me help you. I'm going to hold this.
I miss... There's a pizza place on Bleecker that I used to love so much. My brother...
That's where Dr. Strange is.
My brother went to NYU, and I used to spend a lot of time in New York, and since the panini, I really miss it. Boku a lot. All right, into our little makeshift piping bag, we have all of our donut dough.
Our donut.
Waste not, want not. Get that off there and that off there. So now what we're going to do, we're going to like maneuver that to a corner. I'm going to zip this up, but I'm going to leave a tiny bit of space for the air to escape so that as I push this down, I'm not creating a balloon in here. We're going to get the air out. Twisty, twisty, twisty.
Well, are you done with this?
And I'm going to cut the tip off. There we go.
I didn't want to hear that bowl.
And if you, when you're done putting that in the sink, could just come overhead. So what we're doing, friends, is I'm going to continue to twist my little bag.
Oh.
What?
The hell happened there? No, we died. That died.
Oh, that died.
All right.
All right, that's cool. No worries. We're still going to keep going. Okay, so if you were tuned in at the beginning, you heard that Dan and I call these Monuts.
Sure, I know what I do.
It's because the first time I made them, I filled the pan too much, and the tops kind of overflowed like a donut, but like a muffin, but the bottoms were like donuts. So what you want to do with a pan like this is just make sure you want to put in less than your gut tells you to.
Sorry, I went all scurry there, everybody.
Believe it or not. Also, given that we have fresh blueberries in here, don't forget to cut the hole in your bag large enough to let those blueberries pass through. We're just going to get this guy in here. Whee! I find this terribly, wonderfully therapeutic, to be honest. There you go.
Everybody loves a good donut pan.
Plus, like, these are really yummy. And they're super easy. Like, sometimes I get up in the morning, especially if we have blueberries in the house, and I just make these for breakfast. It takes like 25 minutes from start to finish.
New York Slice said he was raised Christian, but he was always in the Jewish neighborhoods in Long Island. So he was raised around the whole life. His aunt is half Israeli.
Groovy.
Awesome.
Well, welcome to our show.
Welcome to Stir Crazy.
Shalom in the home. Everybody's welcome here.
Yes.
Except for assholes. We don't really like assholes.
Nomi's all right.
Yeah. No. If you're cool, we're cool with you. All right. So I clearly overfilled probably 2 of these.
So we're going to get a definite Monut.
Oh, we're fully getting Monuts. And maybe I did it on...
Monut sounds filthy, by the way.
Why does Monuts...
Nut.
Oh, all right.
Because both moaning and nuts.
Because sex?
Well, yeah.
Because
of how moaning and nuts work?
Well, nuts are also used in construction, like nuts and bolts.
No.
And maybe it's mo, M-O, M-O, apostrophe, like more.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just more nuts.
Mo nuts.
Mo nuts.
Mo problems.
Mo nuts, no problems. All right. So, I'm just going to give this a little tap to tap. This one's not going to be big enough. That one's going to be too big. I can tell already.
So we're going to get a good Monut.
We're going to get one good Monut.
I like a good Monut. Tap a tap to get
and
the
then
air
some of
bubbles
these, get the air bubbles, and also to get them to settle, because I didn't call it wine and a game and whatever. I wasn't super even about my distribution here.
Yep.
But that's done. Especially if you're watching from the States, a pan like this at Target is probably like $4. If you're watching from Canada, a pan like this at the grocery store is maybe like $8 or whatever. This is a fun thing if you have a little bit of extra room where you keep your baking sheets. Get a muffin.
What I like about this too is you make this for breakfast, and they're like the same amount of times it would take me. Like I make pancakes and I'll make waffles a lot, but the same exact amount of time. And if you want to have these sort of muffiny donuts,
especially when it's like, I don't know why blueberries are so on sale right now, because it's not the season, but especially in Quebec, like if you happen to live somewhere where blueberries are like a local crop and whatever, and you can go blueberry picking, this is an amazing thing to do with your, especially those teeny tiny Quebec blueberries, the little tiny ones that are super sweet. You end up with, because I only use 2 tablespoons of blueberries, the smaller the blueberries are, obviously, the more blueberries you can get in the recipe. So also, if you want to use more than 2 tablespoons of blueberries, go for it. You just want to like not use. You don't want to bite into it and just be blueberry. No. And sorry, last thing. Oh, sorry. Yes. We tried very hard, as you remember in the first segment, to not make the dough blue. Yeah. But by the nature of squeezing it through the piping bag, it's always going to get bluer in the end run than it is in the bowl. So like we still had really streaky dough in the bowl, but now because it's been pushed through a thing, it's kind of mixed up a little bit more. Yeah. So don't get disappointed. So how long is this going in the oven for? For 10 hands. 10 minutes. I knew I was going to cough, so that's why I did that. 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Really, had we not put like a sketch, a game, food, blah, blah, blah in the middle, this entire process from start to finish is a maximum of 35 minutes. Yeah. So I love We just got to make it entertaining. Muffin tins are good for other food. I love muffin anything. I just made kugel muffins. I also like waffling things. Like I like using cooking equipment for shit that it wasn't necessarily designed to do. Like, I would actually love to see if I could make mac and cheese donuts. That'd be good. Ooh.
very easily. Hey, we notice a few people are watching over on the Divine Danny D's page or Danny D's page.
Hop
If you
on over
want
to
to
Twitch,
get
guys.
involved in the chat, come over to the YouTube or the Twitch, preferably the Twitch right now. Twitch is hopping. Twitch page at Stir Crazy Show, twitch.tv/Stir Crazy Show. Especially if you want to get involved in the chat, if you're on Divine Danny D or Danny D's page, the chat doesn't come to us, so we won't see what
We
you
can
type.
only see it after
We
the
see it
fact,
after
and
the
that's
fact.
and that's a sad thing for you and for us.
Now that that's cooking,
Muffins are
Monuts are cooking.
Monut donuts.
Monut donuts are cooking. It's
According to Misty, Twitch is always hopping because she's always there.
yeah.
How much red wine is what I want to know. How much red wine have we had?
Keep blueberries in the fridge. They're like $3 to $5. Go snack. They're a great snack. They
Yeah.
are fun. Our dog is addicted. They're also, if you have a pet, blueberries, fantastic.
They're healthy. They're low sugar. They're really good for us and our animal friends. I'm learning about this now because I'm so obsessed with my puppy.
Speaking of good for us and
Yes?
our animal friends, how about some music?
Oh,
hang on, I hit the
soothes
wrong button.
The breast of the savage beast.
The
Isn't that what
wrong
they say?
button. That was a weird thing to hit. I don't know why I did
You're
not.
just busting your balls. You drink as little or as much as you wanna, and you know there is not an
Hey,
iota
Sylvie.
of judgment. Sylvie? Sylvie Couture?
Yeah.
Oh!
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Hi, Roger. Hi, baby Luke. Hi, friends.
That's what she said.
That is what I said.
So, every week we like to bring some amazing artists, and this week, because it being Hanukkah, we have three friends who are not only incredible musicians, but also happen to be wonderful Jewish women.
Yes.
And
Like the three wise men, but Jewish ladies.
the three dumb ladies.
The three wise she-bulls.
I don't know why if you went to the three wise men with the three wise
Well, you said there were
Because it's
three.
not even-
It's
yeah,
Hanukkah,
this
which
is-
is often compared to Christmas. There's three wise men for Christmas. We have three.
But you guys don't even acknowledge the
He was a Jew.
New Testament is what I'm saying.
It's because we know better. But it's people draw the parallel between Christmas and Hanukkah all the time. So I was doing the three wise men versus the three Hebrew singer ladies.
That's what it was. The three Hebrew singer ladies.
That's what they're called.
But they're incredibly wonderful women that we love very much. Adina Katz,
I've known Adina Katz since 1986.
Holly Gauthier-Frankel,
1991.
and Andrea Superstein.
About the same time. I love these ladies. They're so talented. Check them out.
Galileo's head was on the block. His crime was looking up the truth. As the bombshells of my daily fears explode, try to trace them to my youth. Then you had to bring up reincarnation over a couple of beers the other night. Now I'm serving time for mistakes made by another in another lifetime. How long till my soul gets it right? Can any human being ever reach that kind of light? Call on the resting soul of Galileo, king of night vision, king of insight. Talk about my fear of emotion, which I never could explain. Some other fool across the ocean years ago must have crashed his little airplane. How long till my soul gets it right? Can any human being ever reach that kind of light? Call on the resting soul of Galileo, king of night vision, king of insight. I'm not making a joke, you know me, I take everything so seriously. If we wait for the time till our souls get it right, then at least I I know there'll be no nuclear annihilation in my lifetime. I'm still not right. Do-do. Offer thanks to those before me. That's all I've got to say. 'Cause maybe you've squandered big bucks in your lifetime. Now I have to pay. But then again, it feels like some sort of inspiration to let the next life off the hook. Or she'll say, look what I had to overcome from my last life. I think I'll write a book. How long till my soul gets it right? Can any human being ever reach the highest light? Except for the resting soul of Galileo, king of night vision, king of insight.
Adina, Katz, Andrea, Superstein, Holly, Gauthier-Frankel.
You're catching me emotional because my friends are so fucking talented.
They are very talented.
God damn it, I miss them.
They are lovely.
Oh.
We are going to make a drink that I love. Perhaps one of my favorite things in the world to drink. And again, we're going to make a non-alcoholic version. That's the whole point of the day. Not as I blah, blah, blah. But then we'll show you how to make it boozy if you're so interested.
But also, I think it's important to say that commercial versions of this are not necessarily diabetes friendly.
Nothing in the world is diabetes friendly. In all fairness,
water and
no,
vegetables.
it's not. There's so much sugar in water.
But eggnog is, oh, sorry, I gave it away. But like eggnog is definitely full of sugar. But like you can do, if you're doing it at home and you happen to have the diabetes like my husband does, you can do it in a less sugar-based way.
Yes, you can. That's sort of what we're going to do. What's nice about this is you can control the sugar. But we're going to make the basic recipe. This is a recipe from a very, very famous bartender named Jeffrey Morgenthaler. Written many bartending books. Absolutely incredible bartender. But this is his bartender's eggnog. Theoretically, any bartender, as long as you got a blender behind the bar and these basic ingredients, you could just make an eggnog.
So even if you're not a bartender, if you have a blender and these basic ingredients, you can
very simple. And the ingredients in this case, we're going to pull the ingredients up here.
Absolutely.
And we're going to show you how to make the straight up standard version and a slightly boozy version. But the ingredients are eggs, since we're making a couple here. Now I'm going to double this recipe here. So we're going to go with 4 eggs. We have 4 eggs here. We have some whole milk or homogeneous milk.
Whole milk.
We have some heavy cream. This is a 35%, but it can be a 50 if you want. The one sort of obscure ingredient is super fine sugar. If you're looking for a sexy sugar, look no further than super fine. Now this is not a powdered sugar, but it's finer than a granulated sugar. So it's called super fine sugar. What's nice about this in bar stuff is that you can use the granulated sugar and it dissolves very easily. Alternatively, if you don't have this, you could just use make a simple syrup, and that would work as well. And of course, the last thing you'll need for the nog part of our eggnog is some nutmeg to garnish. So we're going to have some nutmeg right there. So the first thing that we're going to do with this ingredient...
It's so slidey when you accidentally spray Pam on the top of the pan.
Oh, heavens. The first thing that we need for this is our eggs. So we're going to put our 4 eggs right into the blender. Boom. 2. Here we go. 3. And 4. Boom. So these are the 4. Oh, got a little shell in there. So get that out of there because that thing is very sharp.
Why?
There we go. The smaller piece, I would have left it, but there we go. All right.
Also, friends, if you really want a good blender, this Ninja, it's stupid.
Anyways, the first thing we're going to do with this is we are going to blend just the eggs. You want this to go for about a minute, maybe even 2 minutes. You want this, you want to sort of really get that sort of very light white, sort of almost when the eggs become that sort of very pale yellow color. That's what you're looking for in to get this eggnog to work. So let it go for about a minute or so.
Here we go.
So in that meantime, and you're gonna blend it on medium for your blender, so that midland portion for about a minute. In the meantime, here's some lovely blending music. Turn it off so our microphone would come back.
Oh.
There we are. It was a minute long, but we forgot to turn our microphone back on. All right. So as you can see...
Are we back now?
We're back now. I can see it right there. Perfect. We have these nicely blended. Again, you just really want... So let's go with that pale color. If you made scrambled eggs for a while. I can bring that recipe back up. Mm-hmm. The next thing we're going to put in here is we are going to go with 3 ounces of our super fine sugar.
Super fly. Every time you say super fine, all I hear is super fly.
Super fly?
Super fly.
Super fine sugar, 3 ounces of that. Oh. There. 2 ounces. And, whoop, there we go. 3 ounces of our super fine.
Is that per drink?
That is, per drink we're going to go.
I was just wondering. Sorry, I didn't mean to question you.
And I find, honestly, I'm going to go only 5 ounces. I don't find this needs to have the full 3. But here we go. Boom.
I think you need to address Christian Sour Patch because I don't like to do that.
Stir Crazy, can I ask you something? Christian Sour Patch, we know what's going on. But let me finish what I'm doing, so let's not. I tell you what, you can ask me something towards the end here. We're going, so stick around. We'll give you time to ask us something. All right, so that's in place now. The next thing that we need to do, I hit the wrong button. I'm gonna bring that up. Boop, boop, boopity, boop.
I'm starting to think Christian Sour Patch is a bot.
I wish. All right, per drink, we're gonna do 6 ounces, which is how many, half a cup?
6 ounces is 3/4 of a cup.
3/4 of a cup. 3/4 of a cup. So we're gonna do 6 ounces. So we're gonna do 1.5 cups of our whole milk.
Christian Sour Patch, I like the fact that you pop in every now and again, but what I think is very fucking weird is the shit that you ask us to do. So, like, I'd be happy.
And you'll never tell us why.
And you'll never tell us why. And, like...
context. 4 ounces. So 8 ounces is a cup.
Yes.
8 ounces is a cup.
8 ounces is one
So we're going to do a cup of our heavy cream. Boom.
I like the
there
fact
we
that
go.
New York Slice is standing up for us.
There we go. Boom. Now, what we're going to do is this is what we're going to blend. This is our eggnog.
So, like, if you're looking for the non-alcoholic version of this beverage...
And we're going to make this, I'm going to taste a little bit, and then we're going to continue on with the boozy version.
Christian Sour Patch gets bored and has nothing to do and finds it fun.
Well, that's fine.
All
right.
right. 1 second. Timer off.
We're off.
Blender music on.
Blender music back
One
on the medium.
moment, please.
Boom. Oh, there we are. How that was fantastic. Oh, let me just quickly grab a...
Y'all saw my panties. Didn't expect that to happen.
You showed your panties.
Usually, probably you just asked by asking if you could ask.
So I will say, today I heard possibly the weirdest sentence I've heard in a long time.
Did I say it?
You said it today, just before the show. And I want to preface, we have a dog, lovely dog.
Uh-oh.
Dog loves to eat socks and underwear.
What did I say?
And all I was down here doing stuff, and I heard you upstairs and going, give me back my panties. Are they all the way down your throat?
Because I kept, she's just little. She's only 5 months old. She's very smart, but she's just little.
Yes.
And we're working on the leave it command, and I said leave it, and she kind of coughed up a little bit, and then I said leave it again, and she coughed up a little bit more, and then I just kept, okay, I'm not what I was before the pandemic, but my panties don't require like a 6-handed pull to get them out of somebody's mouth.
Anyways, this is our basic...
Anyways.
It was just a good statement to hear. This is the basic eggnog, non-alcoholic version.
I don't like eggnog. I find it very viscous as a beverage.
So good, this eggnog.
Christian Sour Patch, you really need attention. That's what you need. More than anything. You don't need me to pat Danny on the back. You just...
It's really good.
Need attention.
This is delicious. Now...
Misty, you can. We'll talk about it after the show.
All right. Remember those terrorists we mentioned earlier in the show that came and forced us to made us drink alcohol? Well, they're back. So we've made our delicious eggnog. This is fantastic. You got kids coming over for the holidays. You have, again, friends of yours who don't drink. This is a thing with what we made. Perfect. It's a great eggnog. What I like about it is it's not as thick and goopy as you said, as the commercial brand. It's light. It's easy to drink.
It's light. It's fluffy.
You can control the sweetness.
I would do this on Christmas morning.
Yeah.
Like, it's got a good breakfast essence about it because there's eggs and there's milk and whatever.
But we're now going to make it a little boozier. So this, if you wanted to make it the way I would like it, we're gonna...
New York Slice, I think you're my favorite. You're my favorite thing about my today. My today wasn't amazing. It was a shitty day. New York Slice, El Diablo digs you.
All right, so we're gonna start with 2 ounces of brandy.
Aw, Christian Sour Patch, I want to like you too, but I am so perplexed by you.
Yes. You keep distracting. I'm doing this. This is my segment now.
Okay, sorry. I'm going to go away.
Yes. Thank you. All right. To that, we're going to add 2 ounces of spiced rum. So we did 4 ounces. Because we did 2 drinks, we did 2 ounces of brandy per cocktail. And we did 1 ounce of spiced rum. We're using Kraken in this case. And I'm going to put that back in. And I'm just going to put the blender back on.
Oh, coming back.
Please.
Come on, Nomi. Come on, Nomi.
Quickly blending.
Hold on. Blending. Come on.
Oh, there we are. Thank you very much, Nomi. Thank you very much, my love.
Woo-hoo.
Oh, let me just put that back in. And we are now have our boozy version of our non-alcoholic drink. So we're just going to quickly put that into our fountain glass. That's going to go into there as well. You could definitely put ice on this. Pour it over ice if you want.
Are you looking to make a family picture? I like
What's
it.
nice about this too is you can make a lot of it. Oh.
You've got a very nutmeggy drink.
I
Yes?
got a really nutmeggy drink. I'm just gonna get this.
Healthy protein smoothie with rum and brandy.
Yeah.
Yes. You could probably put your protein powder right in here.
There
Make
you
a
are.
Christmas smoothie
There we go.
for the gym.
There we go.
Gim?
For
Gime?
For the gime.
For the gime?
The gime.
I don't know what that word is.
Gime.
Gime.
Gim.
Yeah.
Gim.
You can
Gim.
make this before you go to Gim.
For the gim. Anyways, what I like about this, you make this, bottle it with like a resealable bottle, and put it in the fridge.
How long will this last in the fridge?
This
Do you
will
know?
last. I would say this lasts about a week. Yeah.
Yannick, je suis hyper fière de toi, man. J'ai vu une vidéo aujourd'hui.
This is absolutely one of my favorite flavors in the world. I love eggnog.
See, it's funny. It's not my favorite flavor, but now that we've put bourbon and shit in it, it's much better.
No, brandy. We
Oh,
put brandy,
so brandy and spiced rum.
No bourbon in this at all. Anyways, that is the simple bartender's eggnog. The non-alcoholic version is incredible.
It's so much better than commercial eggnog, guys.
Yeah.
Like, it's so anything that
Yeah.
you buy in a container, this kicks its ass.
And if you don't want it this fatty, like I say, I'm using 35% heavy cream. Use a 15% cream, and and 1% milk. You'll get a thinner, slightly thinner element, but it's still going to be just as delicious. It's going to have those flavors. The key thing is that minute to 2 minutes of the blender with the eggs at the beginning.
So you want to froth your eggs, basically.
Really, it's not even beyond frothing. It's breaking them down to that really watery texture, so you don't get the thick egg. Mm-hmm.
And I hate, I swear to you, I hate eggnog. This is so good.
So good. I know. I have literally been dreaming about it for about 3 months.
You're
and
fine.
I'm trying to figure out what when we made it, so that I could bring it back.
You're fine, Christian Sour Patch. You're fine. Just be fine.
All right. What are we at? Question 2.
We're at question 2. Let's. Brandy Alexanders are a fave in Mariette Boucher's house.
Oh, we did Brandy Alexander.
Mariette Boucher, I want to be a favorite in your house.
There we go.
Just saying.
All right. Shall we ask question number 2?
Yeah.
All right. Let's go to question number 2, shall we?
Maze question number 2.
Yes.
That's Hebrew for what is question number 2.
Oh, okay. What is your go-to non-alcoholic cocktail? And when I said cocktail, because I'm not going to say, oh, I just want a juice, or I just want a water, or I just want a Coke, or what have you. I'm saying you want to have something a little complex, a mixed drink, but you don't want booze. Some people will go a virgin something. That's a viable option. Some people will say a smoothie. Some people will say, I'm going to say even an eggnog is a mixed drink.
See, what you were going to say, what is my favorite go-to non-alcoholic cocktail? I was about to say coffee, but I guess that's not a cocktail. What's the matter?
I think under my rules, coffee does fit.
Just regular coffee is my favorite
As
non-alcoholic
long as you
cocktail.
don't mix it with something. So you have coffee with sugar.
Oh, I have coffee with sugar. Can you grab her? Because she's heavy as fuck now.
Hi, baby. Oh.
Or like Mama Dirksen. She says a bloodless Caesar. I was going to say, a virgin Caesar.
A bloodless Caesar, isn't that just vodka?
Yeah, Maureen, a bloodless Caesar technically is just vodka with spice. So I would say a virgin Caesar is probably my favorite.
The blood comes from the clamato.
Ma.
I don't know. To me, it's like I really like this thing we made earlier. I will say, I crave that now. I have that the sparkling almond. I really like that.
But not everybody has had that. Okay. Come up. Be on the TV.
Why does she? No, she's fine.
Well, if she's gonna make noise, she should at least be visible. But
you make noise and you walk. Hi, there, she's fine. Right here. She's on my butt. Oh, she can't be seen anyways because we got the little triangle in front of it.
New York Slice, I want to know, Christian Sour Patch. Instead of asking us weird questions, let us ask you a question.
Yeah.
What's your favorite non-alcoholic breuvage?
Yeah, like I said, I really like this one we made today. Let's see what the people have to say.
Nomi, you want a blueberry? A blueberry?
What do we have here? Water. Virgin Caesar, I love those. My mom says a bloodless Caesar, which of course is just vodka. They're very good, though.
New York Slice says he wonders if any of his personal trainers ever clued into the fact that he had adult beverages.
Yannick says, I love currant jelly and sparkling water with ice. Wow, that sounds delicious, actually. I love currant jelly.
Yannick, viens-t'en nous voir, s'il vous plaît.
New York Slice says, iced tea count. Yeah, I'll give that. If you make it with fresh ginger spearmint from the garden, quality honey with fresh lemon juice. That sounds great.
Oh my God, that sounds delicious.
Sylvie says, orange juice, 7-Up, grenadine, and cherry.
Oh, like
Shirley
a
Temple.
Shirley Temple. Hey.
Yeah.
You've ruined my head.
Yeah, and which is what Riev Boucher said as well. A good old Shirley Temple. A fantastic drink.
So when I used to perform at the Wiggle Room multiple times in a week, there was always one night where I would get really trash, and always one night where I would come in and everybody knew.
Why are you talking to that camera?
I was really trash the night before because all I wanted for the first 3 hours that I was there was Shirley Temple. I love Shirley Temple.
Yeah. Shirley Temple is a good drink, but it's very, very sugary.
It totally counts.
Very sugary. All right. Nomi, we're going to have some Monuts.
Hold on.
Are you going to go nuts for our Monuts?
Here we go. I'm going to bring these over. Can you move your nog for a sec?
I'm moving my nog.
Move your nog.
Oh.
All right, friends. So from overhead, we're going to do this. Oh, no, we have no overhead.
I have the...
All right.
Let me get the fly cam.
We'll get the fly cam. And I'm going to get my little paring knife.
Here we go. Ready?
Christian gets bored and wants us to do weird stuff.
Here we go.
I used to do burlesque at the Wiggle Room and produce shows, and not the one in Chicago, not Michelle Lamour's Wiggle Room, the one in Montreal. We're just going to take a little knife and we're just going to run it around the edge.
We only have one that would really classify as a Monut this time.
Yeah, so there's the Monut.
That's the Monut. For people who don't know what the
That's the one that's
Monut-
confused. It's not sure if it's a donut or a muffin. Oh, I did a really good job of spraying this pan. Okay, so these are going to come out super easy. You know what? I'm gonna venture to guess that if I did this. Oh, no. Oh, yeah. I have a few. Okay. Oh, the ones I cut. Right.
There we go.
There we go. Honestly,
and that's why you can see where the donut portion of the Monut exists.
But you got one side with like a donut bottom, and if you got the muffin top, you get a Monut.
Huh.
Stir crazy, patent pending. Copyright.
There we are.
2021. This one's also borderline Monut that I'm taking out right now. Anyway.
Borderline Monut, new band name.
Friends, if you're just tuning in, this takes honestly as much time as making pancakes or French toast. It's not a hard thing to do. If you happen to have blueberries growing on your property or live somewhere close where you can go pick blueberries, this is like...
You guys could try different berries as well.
Oh yeah, and yeah, for sure. Oh, look at that. Okay, that's a perfect donut. And this one's also...
So I think this one's perfect. It's a little... that one's not a little... This one
I
here.
think
this one's a lovely one.
I think these guys are perfect.
I like the blue ones. The ones that go those aquamarine blue at the top too. Let me go back to the fly cam now that we have
I have
it.
the fly cam.
Let's fly it back in there. Boom, flying it in. Look at these. Look at this aquamarine
Oh, hey,
color.
Fozzie.
Fozzie Osborne. Good to see you, my friend. We are making Monuts.
Monuts, which is like muffin on top,
There we
donut
are.
on the
Muffin
bottom.
on the top, donut on the bottom.
Which actually came from one of my kitchen screw-ups, but we like them now. Okay. Hey, Nomi. So here's the other thing, my friends. While Dan is there with you, I'm going to remelt a little bit of butter.
Yeah, so we're melting some butter, but these are, I love this aquamarine color. This is a gorgeous, crazy color.
Okay, here we go. To top off this recipe, in this bowl we have about a half a cup of sugar. If you don't want to use this much sugar, you really don't have to.
You don't have to.
These guys, as is, are very tasty right now, just like that. Like,
Yes.
I'm going to take this
I will
tiny
attest
little
to
guy.
this.
Here you go. You have half.
I'm
I'll
going to
have
attest
half.
to this. Mm-hmm.
Delicious.
Good.
You know what? Because there's
Sweet,
nothing
but
bad.
not crazy sweet.
There you go. Have a Monut. And they're good for your dog.
No, we're not a border collie. It's an Australian Shepherd.
So what we're going to do now, if
But I
you want to
prefer
be...
call it a crazy insane person.
If you want to be hyper indulgent, grab a little bit of melted butter.
Mm-hmm.
Put this guy in your. This is sugar with cinnamon. Now,
Oh, I'm sorry. We're going to grab the camera for that one as well.
I don't really believe that you need the butter. I'm doing it because the recipe called for it. I'm doing it because it makes my life easier and more even. Now let me get off my butt. Oh, you love these, eh? Okay, cool. So what we're going to do is we're just going to brush a little bit of butter on one side.
Is there a reason why you're putting it on the bottom, or does it matter?
I'm putting it actually on both sides.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to do this.
Okay. Just trying to get it serious.
But honestly, friends, if you do the sugar portion right when they come out of the oven, you don't technically need the butter. Here, Noms. Here you go. You don't need the butter. You can just take the, look at this. I'm going to take the Monut. I'm going to do this.
Yep.
I'm going to do this. Same deal. So if you're watching your calories or your cholesterol and you don't want to use the butter, look how well that's sticking. You don't need to do it. Just make sure if you want to sugar them and you don't want to use butter, sugar them 7 minutes after they come out of the oven, so that they're still I hate this word, they're still moist. They will still hold the sugar.
No, that's a good donut though.
Hold on, which is the sugar-free one for the doggy?
Mm.
Yeah, there you go, baby. Oh,
incredible.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Baked blueberry Monuts.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Look how yummy that is.
Eggnogs. The almond, the almonds, sparkling almond.
Sparkling almond.
All these incredible drinks. Not bad for you if you do the drinks we have with the non-alcoholic versions. Mm. You'll get right into heaven. Which is what Hanukkah's all about.
Chag Sameach to all my Hebrew and Hebrew friends. Next week?
Next week is a very special episode because next week is us going back to our roots, and we're calling it the burlesque episode.
Yeah, next week,
The burlesque show. We're calling it the burlesque show. So this one is all about what we like to do, so we might have a few different things.
There'll be oh, I spit. I'm so sorry. There'll be surprises.
Be some surprises.
And segments.
And finally,
yes,
we will have the 50th
episode of A Sexy Woman.
A Sexy Woman Eats Food for 1 minute. But this has been a lot of fun. I like these. These are so
tasty.
So good.
Make this recipe, honestly, friends. It's if you like brunch.
Thanks for the follow, Christian. Sorry.
If you like brunch, this is look at our dog is going mental. It usually means the food tastes good.
I will say this: we've waited, Christian Sourpatch. If you have a question, we will entertain it now. What do you want?
You got 30 seconds to answer
we'll give
us. Hey, Nomi, get down.
Give you that. We will wait here.
Here we go. Either I'm going to get a noogie or I have to pat you on the back and say something stupid. That's what I'm assuming.
I'm fine with that.
Nomi. You love these donuts, huh? Guys, again, this donut recipe was Greek yogurt, which is super healthy, eggs, some flour, some sugar, blueberries. It's really easy.
Nomi, you have something you would like to say?
You're all too kind.
Can you trap him in the corner, then pat him on the back and laugh?
I hope that worked for you. I'm Elle Diabloe.
I'm the Divine Danny D.
Thank you for joining us tonight. Happy Hanukkah. Stay safe. Wear a mask. Get vaccinated.
And if you'd like to see... Sorry, thank you very much. A very good point. If you'd like to see... I'm telling them. Let me finish. Would you like to see a lovely winter wonderland with our lovely puppy?
Stay tuned for the credits.
Love you all. Take care of each other.
Bye, friends.
Bye.